So a lot's happened today. We had a surprise Yeezy release that sold out in minutes, suspiciously. Not only that, it looks like Virgil Abloh is releasing 2 new versions of the off-white Air Force Ones, but this time in a mid-top variant. And we've also got 2 new pairs of Travis Scott Air Jordan 1 lows, allegedly releasing next year. All of that and more to come in today's episode of Weekly Heat. Thanks so much for tuning in today. Please make sure to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell down below if you haven't yet. And also make sure to...
Hold up one second.
What's up?
Here, let me get in there really quick.
Alright, okay. Let's do this. What's up, guys? I'm Sponsor Fowler, and I'm here to bring you a sponsored segment. So I want to give a huge thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Sneakerflee. Now, you've probably heard me talk about Sneakerflee in the past, and that's mainly because I really love the store, and I'm actually really good friends with the owner and the people who run it. Sneakerflee is one of the best places to grab sneakers online, and every so often they also drop a mystery box. And today I want to tell you guys about their brand new mystery box that's dropping actually today. So Sneakerflee's mystery boxes are priced at $129 and will come in the mail looking something like this. Now, as you guys might be able to tell, I was so excited about this particular mystery box that I already ripped it open. It was actually by accident. I didn't mean to rip it open before this video because I wanted to make it a surprise, but like I said, I was too excited. So in each mystery box, you are guaranteed 1 shirt and 1 accessory, 1 hoodie and 1 accessory, or 1 t-shirt and another t-shirt. And according to Sneakerflee, all of the boxes have a guaranteed value of $129, which is exactly what you pay for them. And I believe the shirts that you are guaranteed to get are either an antisocial social club shirt or a Yams Day shirt. But in random boxes, you might get an off-white shirt or accessory or a Bape shirt. So let's bust open this first box, which like I said, I already did a little bit. I'm gonna save that accessory for later because this accessory is sick. But let me pull out the first shirt in the box, Lamborghini Yams Day shirt. Nice. And then the other thing inside this particular mystery box is an off-white phone case. So I actually should mention the most important thing about all of these mystery boxes, and that's that in some mystery boxes, random mystery boxes, there may be a golden ticket. Now inside my bag there was 2 golden tickets to show off what the grand prizes are. The first grand prize is a $5,000 cash prize or check prize. I believe only one person is gonna get this. And then the other grand prize is a pair of Jordan Travis Scott highs in the brown colorway, which in my opinion is the best Travis Scott high. But just because there's only one of each of these golden tickets in the mystery boxes doesn't mean that there isn't a bunch of golden tickets going out. In fact, there are a bunch of other golden tickets with a bunch of other prizes. So let me read off some of the other golden ticket items that you can get in your mystery boxes. I bet you guys didn't know there's a laptop here, but that's where I keep my notes. So one of the things that you can grab is a Jordan 1 Bread from 2016. There's only one of those tickets. That's a crazy sneaker. You can also get a $100 payout prize. There's 5 of those tickets. A $50 payout prize, and there's another 5 of those tickets. A Supreme box logo t-shirt. There are 3 tickets for those. Off-white accessories, 5 tickets for those. And then the final set of golden tickets, there's 10 of these. General release sneakers, which is actually pretty solid, especially when you're buying a mystery box. You're getting the t-shirt, you're getting the accessory, and you're also getting a crazy pair of sneakers if you get that golden ticket. So if you guys want to grab one of Sneakerflee's mystery boxes, make sure to click the link in the description below. Is that my time? All right, okay. Well, good to see you guys. All right. Okay. Sorry about that. I don't know what that was about. I mean, at this point, I guess we should just jump into the video. So starting things off with the Halloween theme, it looks like Nike has officially unveiled their Halloween Air Force Ones. And this year, it looks like their skeleton AF1 lows are coming in a really clean purple color. So for the last couple years, Nike has been releasing a skeleton version of their Air Force One lows. And every year they change something up about the sneaker. Usually it's the color of the upper. And it seems like this year, instead of an orange or a black or a white, we're getting a very nice purple shade. And you know what's crazy? I wasn't really a fan of any of the other skeleton Air Force Ones, but there's something about this purple color, I know what you guys are thinking, that makes me really love this shoe. The one problem I have with these sneakers is that this is a kind of colorway or sneaker in general that you can only really wear around Halloween, and for most people that's once a year. So while I think overall it's a nice looking sneaker, I just can't see myself wearing this shoe very much, and so for me it's just not worth the retail price. But of course, if you do want to grab a pair of the Nike Air Force One Low purple skeletons, maybe to finish off your skeleton collection, they should be dropping sometime in October. Continuing on with some potentially spooky sneaks, we've got a new pair of Air Jordan 13 lows that glow, apparently. No, these shoes aren't technically Halloween themed and they are releasing in November, but they definitely have sort of a scary nighttime vibe. So these Jordan 13 lows feature a glow-in-the-dark upper that when it's not glowing is sort of a white greenish color, and they also feature a glow-in-the-dark midsole and outsole. So a lot of the sneaker, I would say like 80% of the sneaker, is actually glow-in-the-dark. And to be honest, it's actually a really nice looking pair of sneakers. Other than the glow-in-the-dark accents, you also have some black leather and some black suede, and I think this is a sneaker that a lot of people might get excited about. In addition to the upper panel of the shoe glowing, it looks like Jordan Brand has also hidden the word Jordan repeated multiple times throughout the upper of the shoe that you can only see when the sneaker is glowing. I'm actually really surprised at how much I like this sneaker, and if you're like me and you want to try and pick up a pair, hopefully for retail, these shoes should be releasing on November 11th. Next up, it turns out that Billie Eilish's entire Jordan Brand collaboration is actually 100% vegan and 20% recycled. I don't have any problem with vegan sneakers, I just personally prefer leather because I like the way it feels better and the way it looks better. Vegan leather is actually a form of plastic. It's very similar to what Louis Vuitton uses on a lot of their bags, and while it sort of feels like leather, it's just not the same thing. But regardless, I think it's really cool that Billie Eilish is doing something like this because it really changes up the Air Jordan 15 because that's a primarily leather sneaker. So if you didn't know, Billie Eilish is releasing two different Jordan sneakers with Jordan Brand, an Air Jordan 1 KO in bright neon green and an Air Jordan 15 in a really nice tan color. Like I said, both sneakers are 100% vegan and apparently also feature 20% recycled materials, which I never know exactly what that means. They never specify what that means, and I think a lot of times it is mainly marketing speak, but at the same time, it is cool that they're incorporating that into the sneaker. And while I'm not a huge fan of the way that the neon green Air Jordan 1 KO looks, I actually really love the look of the Air Jordan 15. For me, it's the way that they changed the paneling on the upper and also just the overall monochromatic look that they used. I love that shade of tan, and I love that it's the same shade of tan all over the entire sneaker. Now, if you guys want to grab either of these two Jordan Brand collaborations, they're releasing first on Billie Eilish's website on September 27th and second on the Sneakers app on September 30th. Continuing on, it looks like a new colorway of the Gore-Tex Air Jordan 1s has just been leaked. So this colorway is apparently called the light bone colorway and features a primarily cream, gray, and black upper. Now I talked about the other Gore-Tex Air Jordan 1 colorway in my last weekly Heat video and how I thought it was a pretty interesting concept, but I don't know how people will receive this shoe. But based on the fire emojis underneath the picture of this new light bone colorway on hypebeast.com, I'm assuming it's going to be a pretty popular sneaker. So I'm not sure exactly what portion of this shoe is covered in Gore-Tex, whether it's just the main upper of the sneaker and then that's overlaid by suede, which is a weird material choice when you think a sneaker might get wet because water ruins suede, so that's interesting. And then you've also got some other materials on the heel, which I assume could also be Gore-Tex or it could be leather, not sure. Either way, it's apparently a semi-winterized pair of Air Jordan 1s featuring the Gore-Tex branding on the lateral side of the heel. And as far as the colorways go, I think I'm gonna have to agree with the masses on this one and go with the light bone colorway over the black colorway. I just feel like it's a little bit more different and a little bit more interesting. Currently, there is no official release date for the Gore-Tex Air Jordan 1s, but they are expected to drop sometime in December for a retail price of $200. So for the next story, let's talk about a sneaker that actually just released today. And that sneaker is of course the Yeezy Knit Runner in the sulfur colorway. So this shoe seems to be a new variant of the Yeezy foam runner, except of course instead of being made of foam, it's made of some sort of knit material. I wouldn't be surprised if there was some sort of like foam substructure in there, like maybe a foam skeleton, but no one knows until we actually get the sneaker in hand. Now first off, I've got to say, if you were able to get a pair of these around a size 9, preferably size 9 on Yeezy Supply this morning, please hit me up if you want to sell your pair. I'm trying to review this sneaker as soon as possible. Hit up my email, business@sethfowlermedia.com. I think it's also in my description on Instagram @RealSethFowler, so make sure to check it out over there too. But this is a shoe that I really want to have because I'm in love with the foam runners and I really want to bring you guys a full review. Now I know how I feel about this sneaker and how excited I am to see a knit version of the foam runner because of how much I love the foam runner, but I know there are a lot of people out there who really hate this sneaker and I can kind of understand why. It's a weird looking shoe. As the name would suggest, this is a primarily knit sneaker that's primarily yellow and a little bit of tan. But I guess the biggest story of today is how the sneaker actually ended up releasing, and that was exclusively through Yeezy Supply, and it was just announced that it would be releasing like yesterday. So it wasn't really a shock drop, but it also wasn't like a really hyped up drop, and based on how quickly the shoe sold out, it seems like there was barely any pairs. Not only that, but people started to notice after the sneaker sold out that there were some really weird named products just randomly in their carts. I think one person had like sulfur leopards in their cart, which isn't really a thing, at least not that we know of. And if you look on Twitter, a bunch of people had randomly named things in their carts that weren't actual items, just weird, non-existent things. So the question then becomes, is Kanye West playing games on us, and did this sneaker actually release? This is so weird, man. Kanye's a weird dude. But I guess we'll just have to wait until people actually have these sneakers in hand to find out if they did actually release and what the hell those names meant. And again, if you guys happen to get a size 9 on Yeezy Supply, hit me up. I'd like to buy them from you as soon as possible. So next up, it looks like Travis Scott is continuing his hypey collaboration with Jordan Brand by releasing 2 new Travis Scott Air Jordan 1 lows at the beginning of next year. Now, unfortunately, that's pretty much all that we know at the moment. There are a couple renders out online of like desaturated or black and white pairs of Travis Scott Air Jordan 1 lows, but I don't think that's actually what the sneakers are going to look like. I think just people did that because they don't know what the sneaker is going to look like, and that's a good way of showing that it could be any color. I will say though, I am very excited to see what these sneakers end up looking like. Travis Scott seems to have a really great design sense and seems to know what makes people excited, so because of that, I'm sure these colorways will be at least half decent, but we'll just have to wait and see. And for me, that just means that I gotta grab this Travis Scott 1 lows sooner than later, because as soon as these ones come out, I'm sure the price is gonna skyrocket. And then for the final story of today's video, we're talking about another set of sneakers dropping in 2022, and that's the brand new Off-White Air Force 1 mids. So it seems like Virgil Abloh is continuing his hype reign with the Off-White Nike collaboration, this time around by releasing 2 new variants of the Off-White Air Force 1s on a mid-top versus a low-top. And based on the leaks and the rumors, it seems like these shoes will come in a very simple all black and all white colorway. And I'm actually pretty excited about that. It should bring us back to the original Off-White the 10s roots. I really love the way that those shoes came in primarily white, and they had this nice way of aging over time. Well, I mean, if you liked yellow, they turned yellow. According to Pirates on Instagram, these sneakers will also feature some clear elements, so we don't know exactly what that means. It might mean that the midfoot and the toe of the sneaker might be clear, or maybe there are some clear wings on the shoe. I have no idea, but I think it's cool that we're getting some information about these sneakers way before they release. Obviously, these images are renders and not actual pictures of the actual product, and according to the leaks, these shoes may look like this, or they may look a little bit different, but we'll just have to wait and see. And currently, it looks like the release window for these Off-White Air Force 1 mids is sometime in the spring of next year. But that pretty much wraps up Weekly Heat for this week. Now, I would love to know your thoughts on all of the sneakers that we talked about in today's video, so make sure to let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you all in the next one.